Okay, I think I've got everything worked out. Haven't had a chance to practice. Hopefully the audio is working right with my mouth. I'm not sure if it is or not. Please comment below if things are messing up. That way I know what's going on. I did not have any time to practice today. Had a little trouble with the internet trying to get a newsletter out. It's just been a crazy day. So I'm just glad I'm here. Okay, I'm going to be demonstrating 2 cards again today. And I hope you like them. They're going to be with retiring sets that I'm going to miss a lot. One is Swirly Bird, and I'm also using the Friendly Expression stamp set with that card. And the other one is Incredible Like You, and that's in the Occasions catalog. I did these at a stamp camp last month, actually earlier this month. So if you were at my camp, then you've already made these cards. But I wanted to be able to show these to everybody that missed them, because there were, I did have a full house, but there's still many people haven't seen these cards. So again, like I said, I hope you enjoy them. First, I want to cover some things real quick. Make sure you remember that about the Everything is Rosy product medley. I've got a few people that are going to be, that have already taken advantage of this, and I'll have the class ready real soon. I've got 3 projects made so far. I planned on getting them all done yesterday, but I hurt my sciatica started acting up really bad yesterday, and it was really hard to sit down for very long periods of time, so I wasn't able to get as many made as I'd like. Thankfully, I'm doing a lot better today. But if you order the Everything is Rosy product medley, and you can see everything that comes in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a stamp set, as it says on here. There's designer series paper, 2 different kinds of ribbon, 10 yards of each, some die cuts, and there's rose gold shimmer paint. You do not want to miss out on that. You can only get these if you order this ensemble. And if you do order it from me using my host code CG66HRAT, you'll get my exclusive online class. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube. I know some of you are on, right now everybody's seeing this is on Facebook, but I do have customers that are not on Facebook, so they'll be able to get access to the videos on YouTube. I will mail the cut and embossed cardstock, the boxes, and everything else that you need to make the projects. The only thing that you will need, you'll have everything in the ensemble. You'll also need 4 ink pads, and that is the Blushing Bride, Mango, let's see, what was the other one? Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, and Pear Pizzazz. And those are all colors that have been around for a while, so you've probably got those in your stash. And you'll need to supply your adhesive. I'll show you real quick. I don't want to show the full pictures, but this is the online classes, close-ups of 3 of the pictures. The one on the left is a card using the rose gold shimmer paint. The one in the middle is a fancy fold card, and the one on the right is a little treat box. And I'll show you how to make a big flower out of the little flower stamps that are in the set. And also that has the rose gold shimmer paint too. So those are 3 of the projects. I'll make at least 2 more, probably 3 or 4 more. So if you want to take advantage of that, I'd love for you to order that from me. And I also want to tell you real quick about the paper pumpkin this month. You can get it as long as you subscribe by June 10th. And the subscription link is in my video description. And I've also got, let's see. Oh, I want to tell you the colors real quick. It's Old Olive and Coastal Cabana. And you will get card sets. It is a card set, and it will have a box, carrying box that goes with it. So it looks like it's going to be really pretty. These pretty cards are beach related. So if you love the beach, you're definitely going to want to get this one. Okay, I think that's all. I think I'm going to go ahead and draw the name of the person who wins last week's prize. Last week's prize was this pretty, the lighting in here is so bad. Let me go down to this one quick. Lighting's better down here. This is the Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green reversible ribbon. And the winner, the person that shared my video from last week, got put in the drawing. Let me get this going. And the winner is Tanya Merritt. Congratulations, Tanya. This is somebody that's local to me, and I'll get with you, Tanya, and get this ribbon to you. Now, if you share my video this week, you will get put in a drawing to win another thing of ribbon. This is a brand new Berry Burst metallic edged ribbon. This is retiring. This is one that's open. I'm going to be able to show you what it looks like. But I love that Berry Burst color. That's one of the retiring colors, and it's got the silver metallic edging on the edge. So if you like this ribbon, please share my video and make sure you comment shared below. I've had a few people say they want to share my video, but they really didn't want to be put in the drawing. If that's the case, just share the video and you won't be put in the drawing. To be put in the drawing, you have to make sure that you comment shared below. That's the only way you'll get in the drawing. That way I know that you definitely want to be in the drawing. So I really appreciate you sharing my video. That gets it out there that I'm making these videos. Okay, we'll go ahead and stay down on this camera and I'll start making the card. The first one I'm going to make is the Incredible Like You. First, I'll need a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock. This is 8.5 by 5.5. I'm going to fold this in half. Glad to get to the card part. The business part, I get flustered, and the way this day has gone, ugh, it's been one of those days. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White. This is 4 inch by 5 1/4. And the first thing I'm going to stamp is this long lined image. It's in the set. First, I'll show you the stamp set, both of the stamp sets I'm using. I'm using the Incredible Like You stamp set and the Friendly Expression stamp set, and they are both retiring. So if you want this, you'll need to hurry because it's guaranteed to you'll be able to get it by the 24th, which is only 2 days from now. After that, they'll be going on while supplies last with everything else, and May 31st. So if you want any of these, make sure to order those right away. And I will grab the long lined image from the stamp set and take my Early Espresso ink pad. Get that all inked up. I'm going to stamp this across the middle. Hold it down for a few seconds. There we go. Now I want to bring in, this was taken out of a Whisper White piece that was about 3.5 by 3, and I die cut it with this beautiful label. I love this die set, and thankfully this one is still going to be in the catalog. It's the Stitch Labels Framelits, and this is the one I used. And you not only get these stitched dies, you also get all of these. This one makes a straight line stitching and cross stitching border. And this makes a neat little border background and another little label. There's just a lot of wonderful dies with this. So this one's still available in the new catalog. So you'll still have at least another year to get this one. Okay, so I already die cut that. So right now, before I stamp anything on it, I'm just placing this down about where I want it because I want to know where I want to put my flower. This is the flower that's in the Incredible Like You. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ink it up with the Poppy Parade. Tell you what, I'm going to start with this one first. I want to do the outline first. It's always better when you do a two-step stamp to start with the darker one because you can see better. I'll show you here in a minute. So what I'm going to do, I know I'm going to want this to be peeking out from underneath this label. So with the label there, I know where I want it. Move my label out of the way and stamp it right there. Okay. Now, the one that I just inked up that was the bold one, now I'm going to stamp off and then get a lighter version of this. Hopefully I'm lining this up well, because like always, I'm at an angle. It's hard to see. Oh, perfect. Okay. If I can do this at an angle, that shows how easy it is to line up. I'm going to line this on here again. Grab my outline stamp again. I know I want it to be coming out about there. Stamp. Okay. And now I'm going to stamp off and line this up. And like I said, it's so much easier because if you do the lighter version second, you can see the darker version. I don't know if you can tell that here in the video, but that lined up pretty good. Okay, so now I've got my flowers done. I'll put that over at the side for now. Done with the Poppy Parade. Now I'm going to stamp some leaf branches. And I'm going to have these poking out too, but I don't need to have my label. I've got an idea of where it's going to go. So I'm going to go here and stamp another one because I want it to have lighter versions. And just keep filling it in until I like the way it looks. Okay, now I'm going to do that over here. There's a couple. And I think I'm going to put one up here a little bit. Okay, so now that's done. Now I'm going to take one of my favorite new colors. That Granny Apple Green is one of my favorites. I love that green. This one is Mango Melody. That's why I had trouble remembering the Melon Mambo color earlier. Since they both have similar names in them, I have a hard time remembering which one I'm wanting to do. And I'm going to stamp these doesn't have to be lined up perfectly. They actually don't line up the way I'm doing it, but I think it gives it a neat look. And now I'm going to do it down here. Looks like I got a thumbprint on here, but that's all right. I can fix that later. Just keep stamping till I get it looking the way I want it to be. You're going to be amazed at how fast this card goes together, and the ladies loved it. I think this is actually one of the favorites. Okay, now I'm going to put this over to the side, bring the label back in, and I'm going to stamp the So Glad We Are Friends. I'm going to do it in the early espresso. Stamp that about in the middle. There we go. And now I'm going to put little embellishments on here. I want them to be Granny Apple Green, and I ran out of my glitter enamels, so I'm going to use these. I use these a lot. This is the Frosted Clear Epoxy Droplets, and I'm using the frosted ones. I'd like these to be Granny Apple Green. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my dark Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blend, and I'm going to color one big one. And the reason this works is that regular Stampin' Right markers will not work because it needs to be alcohol based. So I'm going to do a big one and a medium-sized one. I want to have all different sizes, and a small one. And I'm using the brush tip. You could probably use the other one, but I think the brush tip works a lot better. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can raise this up in the screen a little bit. But you can kind of see the different colors there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first off, I think I'm going to put it on the card, and I'm going to use dimensionals. So I'm going to use about 4 dimensionals, since this is kind of a big label. I see some people have come on late. If you've missed the beginning, you can always watch the recording that'll happen right after this video's over with. And also, if you share my video and comment shared below, you'll be put in a drawing to win a whole 5 yards of ribbon. I think, no, 10 yards of ribbon. Sorry, it's a Berry Burst metallic edged ribbon. Make sure you get on that, but you have to put shared in at the bottom to let me know that you want to be in the drawing. Okay, now I'll put this right in the middle. And see how good that looks? Now you see why I laid that down first, because I wanted to be able to know where those flowers are going to go. Now the stems were big enough, so it didn't matter. But I thought that looked so pretty. I really like how that turned out. Okay, now I'm going to bring, but I wanted a little bling on these, so I want to grab my, take your pick tool. I'm going to grab the 2 that I colored with the green, and you're really going to see the green once I put it on against the white. And I'll give you a close-up here in just a minute. Here's the medium-sized one. If I can get a hold of it, there we go. And here's the big one. There we go. Now put, oops, must have popped off another one. Put that back on my sheet. Okay. Now get this up close so you can see the green on there. But isn't that pretty? I love that we can make our embellishments coordinate with the Stampin' Blends. Now the last step is just putting it on the card base. So grab my snail adhesive and pop it on the card. And that's it. And again, I'm really sorry I was late getting started today. My internet was slow. I had to reboot it. It's just been, and my computer was acting up. I had to turn it off, turn it back on. It's just been a crazy day. Okay, so that's the first card all done. So I hope you like that one. That's, again, with the Incredible Like You stamp set and the Friendly Expression stamp sets that are retiring. Now the next one, this one's an even quicker card to make. This one is using Bermuda Bay. This is one of the Brights colors, and again, it's a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock. Fold it in half. And then the only other piece that I'll be using is a Whisper White again, 4" by 5 1/4. And I'm using the Swirly Bird stamp set. This is one I am going to miss a lot. We've had it for a couple years. I love the swirls in this. It's just really a cute card. And I messed up. The Friendly Expression stamp set I said that went with the Incredible Like You, that was wrong because I used the greeting on this one. This was the card that I used the Friendly Expression since there's no greeting in this. So this will be, you'll see this one used now with this card. Got a little mixed up there for a minute. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Highland Heather. This is one of the new Subtles colors. Well, new from the last catalog. I'm going to ink this up. And as you can see, whenever there's a bold stamp, I like to hold my ink pad and tap it. That helps me know how hard I'm hitting the ink pad, because if you've got on the table, you could be pounding really hard and you will get it ink everywhere and it'll be a big mess. So this is the trick, to hold on to it so you can tell how hard you're tapping. And I'm going to stamp this right here in the corner. Hold it down a few seconds. There we go. And then I'm going to bring this other swirl in. This is going to be used with Flirty Flamingo. Again, once again, I'm tapping on it. And I'm going to put it about right here. Then I'm going to stamp one more about right here. And before I get going too far, I want to go ahead and stamp my greeting. I'm using the Tuxedo Black Pimento, because I want to make sure I go around this. I'm going to put it about right here. There we go. So I finally used that Friendly Expression stamp set. I love the greetings in that. Now I'm going to bring in Lemon Lime Twist. This green is retiring. This is one of the end colors. Take that back. I forgot one more flower I want to do. This is going to be in Bermuda Bay. I'm going to use one of the small swirls and just make some little flowers on here and fill in little places that I don't want that much white. I think one about right there. Put one here. That looks pretty good. Now, one more thing I want to stamp. There is a cute little bird in this stamp set. And I want to have a little purple bird this time. And I'm going to put him right here on top of my K. So it looks like he's just perched on the K. All right, now I'm going to bring in the Lemon Lime Twist and stamp in all the leaves and all the little flowers. I'm going to put a little leaf and probably one about right here. And maybe one right down here. Might add some more here in a minute, but first I'm going to come in with a big one on this big pink one. And one about right here. I'm going to bring this down a little bit so I can see it, because I can tell I'm missing where I want to stamp. And there's another big one. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the little one again and put it right next. There, having it down lower, I can see what I'm doing. It's really hard to see a minute ago. There we go. Now it's lining up better. And I'm going to put another little one right here. And I think there needs to be a leaf here. Since there's not a real big spot, I'll do a little one. And I think we need one right here. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. But don't those make really neat flowers? I mean, I know they're not real flowers, but they look really cute. I love the swirls on that. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some Bermuda Bay mini striped ribbon. This one is a 6-inch piece, and this is a 4-inch piece. I'm going to get the 6-inch piece, put a little snail on each end. And if you've watched my videos before, you've noticed that I do this a lot. I'm going to wrap this around the top and attach it. This makes it so you use a little less ribbon, and I think it's a little easier to make your bow look better. Now I'm going to bring the 4-inch piece in. I'm going to string it, thread it underneath, and tie it on in a single knot. Okay, and the neat thing about doing it this way, see how it's kind of going every which way? I kind of want to angle down. This one's already angled down. I'm going to hold on to that knot and bring this down just a little bit, just tug on it a little bit. And that makes it so it goes the way you want. So that's my trick on that. I've had people ask me that. How do you get yours to go the right direction? That's the trick. It's another nice reason to do the single knot. So that's on. And then I'm going to bring in my Bermuda Bay. Get this attached. Okay. And pop it on my card, and that is it. So this is that beautiful Swirly Bird. I'm really going to miss this stamp set. So here are both the cards again. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, I'm sorry I was so late. Technical difficulties. Hopefully this video has been going okay. I haven't seen anybody comment that things were going wrong. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back next week with another one. And I will probably I'll either do another Everything is Rosy card, or I'll do something with a new stamp set. I'll probably do something with a new stamp set from the new catalog. So come back and see that. And again, I'd really appreciate if you shared my videos. That way people know that I'm do these every week. And if you want to be put in the drawing to win the Berry Burst Silver Metallic Ribbon, you'll get a full roll, but this is what it looks like. If you want to get in on that, make sure you share and comment share below so I know you shared it. And if you want to share it without being put in the drawing, share it, but do not comment below. That way I know you don't want to be in the drawing. So I think that's it.